Hi everyone, this is Jyoti from Real Education Center and we are discussing the chapter Why Do We Fall Ill? Now let's understand this topic, organ specific and tissue specific manifestations. See, till now we have seen how these disease causing microbes, means pathogens, they enter the body, right? They get transferred from the infected person to the healthy person, and in this way the spread of disease is happening. Now, this disease causing microbes, they enter through different means. Of course, we know that, right? So when they enter our body, where do they go? Because our body is such a vast body, right? And there are so many places to go for the microbes, but then where do they exactly go? Okay, so let's understand that. So basically we are talking about the target organs for the microbes, where these microbes exactly are going and which organs do they target when they enter our body. All right, so let's understand this. See, the body is very large when compared to the microbes, of course, so there are different possible places or organs or maybe tissues also. Now the thing is that, do all the microbes go at the same tissue or organ, or do they go at different places? Now, the answer to this question is that microbes decides their place depending on from where they enter, right? So, different species of microbes seem to have evolved to home in different parts of the body. And these different parts, it depends on their point of entry. Means these microbes enter the organ or part or the tissues of our body, but it depends on the point of entry, right? From where do they exactly enter our body? All right. For example, if microbes are entering via nose, then naturally they are likely to go to the lungs through our windpipe, right? Because that's the path. All right. So if microbes are entering via nose, then the possible place is lungs for them. And this type of microbes are seen to create tuberculosis naturally, because these bacteria cause tuberculosis when they enter lungs. This is one of the example. Okay, there are other microbes also which can cause different kind of disease in lungs, but this is one of the examples. So this is about microbes when they enter via nose. Now, if they enter through the mouth, right? There are some, microbes, they enter through the mouth. For example, if you eat certain food which is not good enough, which is not healthy enough, right? Then, or maybe if that food has microbes, disease causing microbes, all right, then naturally they enter through the mouth, and they can stay in the gut lining. Gut lining means our the whole lining, digestive tract lining, and all the digestive organs are attached to it, right? So naturally these type of microbes can enter in any of our gut lining organs of attached to our gut lining, or maybe the gut lining itself. And these type of microbes can cause typhoid, right? Because they attack our digestive organs. All right, now see, these type of microbes when they enter through mouth, they can go to the liver, of course, because liver is one of the digestive organs. And if they go to the liver, they can cause jaundice, right? So if they enter through nose, then they are probably going to the lungs. If they enter through mouth, then they are probably going to the liver or any one of the digestive organs. Now, see, these are the microbes or pathogen they are entering. But what about infection like HIV? What about these microbes which are creating or which are, giving the patient the infection like HIV? Now, we know that these type of bacteria or these type of virus, they come through these sexual organs, of course. But is that they just make the target the sexual organs? No. In fact, they spread to the lymph nodes all over the body. So these type of viruses, they infect or they affect our whole body, especially our immune system. All right. So these type of viruses, they attack our immune system. Then malaria causing microbes, they enter through mosquito bite via skin, of course, right? And then they will go to the liver. See, what exactly happens is when these mosquito bite, we know mosquitoes are vector, okay, means they are disease spreading germs, right, or organisms, and they enter this microbes in our body via skin, and inside our body the blood is flowing. So these type of microbes, malaria causing microbes, they enter the red blood cells and they affect our red blood cells, right? So this is what happens when microbes enter via skin through mosquito bite. Now there are other viruses also, like virus causing Japanese encephalitis or brain fever. So they enter through mosquito bite also, but these type of viruses, they goes on to infect the brain because they directly enter the brain cells. All right. So these are different ways through which virus or microbes can enter our body and affect certain organs of our body depending on their point of entry. Except HIV kind of virus, they are not the organ they are damaging is not depending on their entry. They affect our whole immune system. All right. Now the signs and symptoms of a disease will depend on the tissue or organ which microbes targets, of course. So depending on which organ these microbes are targeting, the signs and symptoms would occur. So if the lungs are the targets, then symptoms will be cough and breathlessness. If liver is the target, then there will be jaundice. If brain is the target, then patients can observe headaches, vomiting fits, or unconsciousness, right? So basically, we can imagine these symptoms and signs of any infection depending on their target tissue and organ. And this is how doctors can identify the cause of the immediate cause of the disease. When they ask us, when they ask the patient about their symptoms, then why they are asking so? Because they want to find out that what can be the probability, okay? What are the chances? Or depending on the patient's symptoms, they try to find out the exact cause of that disease, and then accordingly they'll start their line of treatment. All right. Now, in addition to these tissue specific effects and infectious disease, there are some common effects also, right? So it's not that only that particular organ will have certain effect. There are certain common effects also, and that also completely depends on our immune system. Now, immune system, see what happens is our body uh, our body the mechanism of our body is such a beautiful, it heals on its own, it tries to heal on its own, right? Now for that they have kept certain guard system, and that guard system, they are guarding our body, they are guarding our whole system against this foreign bodies which are entering our body and they are harmful. So this guard system which is protecting our body from this microbes, that system is called immune system. This is in very simple term, okay? I'm just explaining in a very simple term. So our immune system, the immune system is basically protecting our body. Our immune system is made up of certain cells, WBC means white blood cells are one of them. So basically our immune system is guarding our body. And when such microbes enter our body, these immune system becomes activated. And they try to, kill this microbes, which are disease-causing microbes. And when they fight with them, there is this damage, okay? So this damage actually is coming in the form of inflammation. Now, this inflammation can be seen as a swelling, pain, or maybe as a fever. So whenever some viruses are entering our body, or maybe some microbes enter our body, we feel uneasy. Sometimes if you get hurt, you can see the swelling, okay? If you get hurt, then maybe you feel pain at that particular site, okay? When you have cold, cough, and some viral infection, then you might suffer from fever for a few days, right? So all these are signs that your body is having inflammation. It's like, in simple term, when your body system is fighting, when there are these guards which are fighting against some enemy, then there is this damage, there is this destruction, okay? जब आप देखते हो कि वॉर फील्ड पे जब वॉर होता है तो डिस्ट्रक्शन होता है, राइट? तो वो जो डिस्ट्रक्शन होता है वो क्यों होता है? बिकॉज वहां पे फाइट हो रही है, ओके? सिमिलरली हमारी बॉडी में भी फाइट होती है डिजीज कॉजिंग माइक्रोब्स के साथ हमारी इम्यून सिस्टम की, और वो जब फाइटिंग होती है, वो जब वॉर होता है काइंड ऑफ, तब कुछ डैमेज भी होते हैं, और वो डैमेज जो होते हैं वो इन्फ्लेमेशन होते हैं एक्चुअली। और वो इन्फ्लेमेशन हमें किस फॉर्म में दिखते हैं? हमें फीवर, स्वेलिंग, पेन, इस फॉर्म में हमें इन्फ्लेमेशन हमारी बॉडी में फील होते हैं, राइट? So this is how inflammation occurs, okay? Now what happens is, see, HIV infection, they attacked our immune system. मैंने जैसे अभी बताया कि HIV infection किसी एक पर्टिकुलर ऑर्गन पे अटैक नहीं करता, वो पूरी इम्यून सिस्टम पे काम करता है, मतलब इम्यून सिस्टम को डिस्ट्रक्ट कर देता है। और इस वजह से स्मॉल कोल्ड भी न्यूमोनिया बन सकता है उस पेशेंट में जिसमें HIV वायरस है। तो बेसिकली उनकी डेथ इसीलिए होती है कि छोटी से छोटी चीजें भी उनको बहुत ज्यादा अफेक्ट कर जाती है। जैसे डायरिया होता है, ब्लड लॉस होता है, तो वो ठीक नहीं होता क्योंकि उनकी इम्यून सिस्टम ही काम नहीं करती अच्छे से, बिकॉज ये जो वायरस है वो डायरेक्ट इम्यून सिस्टम पे अटैक करता है। और उसी वजह से क्या होता है कि हमारे पेशेंट की इम्यून सिस्टम काम नहीं करती, और वो किसी भी छोटी से छोटी चीजों को भी वो फाइट नहीं कर पाते, and this can become fatal also for the patient, right? So it's important to remember that severity of the disease depends on the number of microbes. Naturally जितने number of microbes ज्यादा होंगे body में, disease causing microbes of course, उतनी severity ज्यादा होती है, और जितने कम होते हैं उतनी सीवियरिटी उस चीजों की कम होती है। इसलिए कुछ चीजें ऐसी होती है, जैसे कुछ बीमारियां ऐसी होती है वो जल्दी ठीक हो जाती है, बट कुछ बीमारियां ऐसी होती है जिसको ठीक होने में टाइम लगता है, राइट? क्यों? क्योंकि डिपेंड करता है कि आपकी बॉडी में कितने माइक्रोब्स हैं, नंबर ऑफ माइक्रोब्स कितने हैं, उस पर डिपेंड करता है कि सीवियरिटी ऑफ द डिजीज कितनी है, राइट? और नेचुरली उन सब चीजों में फाइट करने के लिए इम्यून सिस्टम बहुत ही बड़ा फैक्टर है, राइट? तो इसीलिए सरवाइव करने के लिए भी हमारी इम्यून सिस्टम अच्छी होनी चाहिए, राइट? नाउ डिपेंडिंग ऑन दिस इम्यून सिस्टम एंड डिपेंडिंग ऑन दिस नंबर ऑफ माइक्रोब्स, क्या प्रिंसिपल्स होते हैं ट्रीटमेंट के, वो हम हमारे नेक्स्ट पार्ट में देखेंगे।